Hello everybody, so today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about integration. So now I will show you the answer. For the first one, we need to expand on numerator in here. And we got about s minus number 2s with the square root of s plus 4s squared. Next, s square multiply with s, this one and this one. Next, the square root of s, that's about s to the power of 1 over 2. So this one divide this one, and this one divide this one, and this one divide this one. So we will got about s to the power of 3 minus 1 over 2 minus 2s to the power of 3 plus 4s to the power of 4 minus 1 over 2. So this one we got about 5 over 2. This one we got about 7 over 2. And now we got the final answer. That should be about s to the power of 5 over 2 plus 1 over 5 over 2 plus 1 minus 2s to the power of 4 over 4 plus 4s to the power of 7 over 2 plus 1 over 7 over 2 plus 1. So this one we got about 7 over 2. Number 2 divide number 4, you got about s to the power of 4 over 2. This one we got about 9 over 2. This is about 9 over 2. So we simplify this one. And we got about 8 over 9. Now let's go to the next one. We need to use about integration by substitution. So we put about u equals to this one. Later that we put the square in the both sides. Later that we do first the derivative of this one. Because we don't have the number 2 in here, so we put number 2 on the left. So this one we change for u. ds over the square root of s we change for u du. And then we got about 4 multiply with the square root, multiply with the integral of u squared du. And we got about for u to the power of 3 over 3. About u, that's about this one. Now let's go to the next one. This one we can use about integration by parts. So u equals to ln s du, we got about the s over s. dv, we got about the square root of s ds That means this one we change for s to the power of 1 over 2. So we got about v equals to s to the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1 over 2 plus 1. So this one we got about 3 over 2. This one we got about 3 over 2. So we change into 2 over 3 s to the power of 3 over 2. So we have u multiplied with v. And we have negative 2 over 3, the integral s to the power of 3 over 2 minus 1, because we have the s over s, and this one we will got about 1 over 2. Later that this one we got about s to the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1 over 2 plus 1. So we got about 3 over 2. This one we got about 3 over 2. So we got about 4 over 9. Next, we need to use about integration by parts. So we put about u equals to s squared plus 2s. The u we got about 2s plus 1. The s, the v we got about e to the power of 3s. So we got about v equals to 1 over 3 e to the power of 3s. So we got about u multiplied with v. And we have negative 1 over 3. And we have the integral du multiplied with v. Now we do the same technique, but we need to change about, we have number 2 in here. So this one we will do about 2s plus 2, and you got about number 2. So about this integration, we will got about u multiplied with v. And we have the integral that's about 2 over 3 e to the power of 3s ds. And this one we got about 1 over 3 e to the power of 3s. And this one we got about 2 over 9.